Stretch number 7, seated adductor. Next up, we have another adductor exercise, but this one will grab higher up in the groin area and the iliacus and sartorius muscles. Both legs are being worked at once, so we will show the strength and resistance stretch movements and then aerobically train the muscles. You might recognize this as a traditional butterfly stretch, but we think you will be pleased with the differences that a little resistance can make. To start, you will sit up with your legs bent and your feet together and pull towards your glutes as in a traditional butterfly stretch. You want your heels as close to your glutes as possible, but remember, the closer they are, the more difficult and intense the stretch will be, so adjust accordingly. Start with your knees opened out to the side and as close to the ground as they can comfortably go. From here, place your elbows on the inside of your thighs, and when you bend forward to do this, you want the bend to come from your pelvis as if you are pulling your belly button to the ground, and try not to round your back. This will become more natural as you get more flexible, so don't force anything. As you squeeze your knees together, use your elbows to slow your legs down for strength. Remember to regulate the force of the legs and squeeze at a nice speed. Also, use this strength training movement for the legs to stretch the upper back by moving your body out of the way as you squeeze in. Great. Release and bend from the pelvis, squeezing in with the knees and slowing them down with the arms. You should really feel the inside of your legs beginning to engage. Now we will resistance stretch the inside adductors by continuing to squeeze in with both knees and using the elbows to open the legs not only down, but also away from the body. This outward movement will create a greater resistance stretch. Remember to bend from the pelvis, keeping the chest up as you go down. Open the legs slowly and make the movement smooth. It is normal if one side feels tighter than the other. You can just regulate that with your arms. Excellent. Now for the aerobic training where we do non-stop repeats of both strength and stretch. Start with the legs open in a butterfly position and squeeze in for strength, slowing them down with the elbows and getting the upper body out of the way. Continue to squeeze in and let the elbows beat the force of the legs to create the stretch down and away from the body. Again, keep squeezing in for strength, letting the legs win. And once more, use the strength of the arms and the weight of the upper body to resistance stretch the adductors. Keep the breathing going. In order to target different areas of the groin, instead of keeping your heels together, you can separate them so that your heels are in line with your hip joint. This will create a resistance stretch that targets deeper in the muscles of the groin. An important hint is to never force the adductors open. Tightness in the adductor area is usually due to the balancing muscle group number 3, lateral hamstring, not being able to shorten and pull the legs open due to the tightness, lack of strength, injury, etc. So repeat that stretch if this muscle group is a problem and see chapter 3 on balancing muscle groups.